Welcome. Please select an available travel route.
You can count on me.
Mesa.
Back soon.
Finally, I knew the Republic wouldn't abandon their allies. Alec Toral of House Toral. We have an enclave not far from here. Peaceful, secluded. It's a place of study. Then the Killiks found us. Came crawling in the doors, the windows, the walls. The enclave was destroyed.
I didn't know the Killiks preyed on noble houses.
They're scavengers. Disgusting bugs taking advantage of Alderaan's troubles. Our only defense was a few insecticide mines, but there was no warning, no time to activate them. Bryn, our groundskeeper, tried to distract them anyway. The Killiks, well, there's not much left of him now.
Why would they come after survivors like you?
They have what they wanted, probably nesting in our beds, laying eggs in the dining hall. We can't abandon House Toral. We have to salvage what we can before the Killiks or the Empire get to it. We're not soldiers. Those insecticide mines are our only weapon, and they're sitting dormant back at the Enclave with those bugs.
Consider it done.
The insecticide mines shouldn't be hard to activate. Once they're online, we'll have a chance. But do be careful. Those bugs don't understand surrender.
Can this wait, NO? I've got 7 bioscans left.
Patrols report a 50% increase in blaster malfunctions.
Okay, set up a meeting with the staff sergeant. And blast it, tell me when guests are here.
Acknowledged.
Science Commander Kekana Herot, Regional Supervisor for the House Organa Garrison. Glad you made it.
I don't think I'm familiar with that title, sir.
Look, I come from a research background, but I earned this command, even if I don't like it. Saw the report on how you handled the Wolf Baron and House Thule. Hoped you could help us out here, too. This area used to be a staging point against House Ulgo. Usurper General calls himself King of Alderaan, but Ulgo outplayed us.
How are you outplayed?
Alderaan has a native species called the Killiks. Insects. Hive mind, semi-intelligent. House Ulgo turned them against us. The bugs swarm, rip apart walkers, whole battalions.
Is Ulgo controlling the bugs somehow?
That's what I'd like to know. I was drafted as science commander to find the Killiks' weakness, but I need a task force to get inside enemy territory. If you can capture a living specimen, I can learn how Ulgo makes the nests attack, and stop all this at once.
If you've got a strategy, lay it out.
Killiks can absorb prisoners into their hive mind. The victims are called joiners. You'd need to assault Killik territory, subdue a joiner under fire, and bring him here for interrogation. This tranquilizer will keep him docile.
Assuming I can capture a joiner. Is that all?
Hey, we're losing this fight. If we don't solve the Killik problem soon, this place will be overrun. You're our best hope, and there'll be no second chance.
That could have gone better.
Unclear. Target locked. I will remain vigilant as ever.
Forward battery, this is Primary. I've got some fresh ballistic data for the MR3s you've got loaded down there.
Look at him, smugly going about his treasonous business. He actually thinks he's safe from justice, that his crimes against liberty and freedom will go unanswered.
Your bots won't escape us.
Of course not. Havoc Squad never fails.
We've been doing some testing for Project B and worked out new results for your range Rex. You want to nudge those MR3s a good 0.053 degrees positive lateral to get clean hits on Zone 3. Anyhow, stay sharp out there, kids. Maybe once Project B is complete, we'll have you over for a little demonstration. Primary out.
Project B? What could that be, Lieutenant? A bioweapon? A vector for chemical agents, perhaps? Or could it be something even more dangerous and sadistic?
Whatever Project B is, it can't be good.
Agreed. There's no limit to the depravity that traitors like Gearbox are capable of. I will follow your lead, sir.
I am so sorry, folks. Apparently OBS did not receive my command to unpause the recording. So you're have to just missing out on a bunch of dialogue that was ongoing. So we arrived in the Alsakan Lowlands. We went to down this area first after we picked up all the quests. One quest was to locate a detonation sequence and collect some mines that were, insectoid mines from House Terrell, because that house was completely overrun by Helix, Alderaan's sentient insectoid native race. Think the Geonosians, but a bit more benevolent, a little bit. If you know their expanded lore. Now, if you don't, then you wouldn't think them much of them. But no, they are actually quite decent and whatnot. They're just sort of misunderstood because their whole relationship with the humanoids. But yeah, we were also tasked by the science commander of this area to examine a Helix joiner. Now, see, that's the thing. Helix can basically have a non-Helix join their hive mind. So we were tasked of finding a joiner and tranquilizing them, so that we can bring them back, and so that the science commander can examine what goes on behind the scenes chemically. There's a harvesting here. I'm just going to quickly grab that. It's around here somewhere. They are supposed to show up on my mini-map, which is why I'm finding it weird that they're not. There we go. For some reason, resources are not ticked. But yeah, so we collected the joiner. We've detonated the insectoid mines. Now, this shows you a bit of the darker side of the Republic. Like, I would say this questline does, because the Helix, if you know the expanded lore, you know that Helix are. See, the science commander refers to them as semi-sentient. No, the Helix are fully sentient, and it's sort of a similar situation with the Tuscan Raiders, where the Helix see the human, like they saw the humans that eventually would become known, which will become synonymous with Alderaan, as invaders, and that they're actually defending. Like the Helix are spacefaring. They have traveled to the stars. And they actually even sent out apparently like colony ships out there, and you learn more about their lore. Actually, yeah, folks who are familiar with my channel, if you watched my Imperial Agent videos, you learn all this. You learn how sentient the Helix are, and how this storyline, the Republic version of this storyline, has you pretty much seeing like how the Republic treats them. which is fairly atrocious.
Your insecticide mines are online. The killer should clear out soon.
You have no idea what this means to us. The thought of their talons on our prized heirlooms. We'll get word to the main house. Hopefully they can send some reinforcements. I thank you for this.
So maybe it's around here that we learn a bit more about them.
You got one? Fantastic. Containment protocols, NO.
What have you done to us? We've strayed from the nest.
Good. If he can talk, he can tell us why the Killiks are attacking, and how House Ulgo is controlling them.
We need to ask you a few questions. You understand?
We remember when we lived among you. Before joining the kind, there was only isolation.
I'm going to run some scans. Hey, tell us why the aggression. Is Ulgo supplying you? Scaring you?
There is such pain now. The song of the universe is disrupted. The warriors are angry, and we swarm.
I don't understand. You say there's pain.
We feel the agony. Your species is responsible. We must swarm.
There's a lot of neural activity. He is hurting. Must be his connection to the hive mind. Not sure why.
Your people drag us to your pain factory beneath the mountains. You must be dissected and absorbed.
Can't you give him something to calm him down?
He's tranked already, but I might be able to synthesize something. Enno, take him to a cell.
When we come, you will join with us.
We have our answer. Ulgo is torturing Killiks on our land, driving them against us. Take out the Ulgo pain factory, and you free up almost all our troops.
Suppose you're right. What's our next step?
There's a cave system nearby. Ulgo troop levels are high, and we've spotted Killiks too. Place is a death trap. No one gets near it. It's got to be the pain factory. If you get inside, destroy the Ulgo forces and contact me. Let's stop that swarm.
I gotta say, I do enjoy the graphical update. A lot of character models have gone. Like, they look a lot better. Like, it's absolutely fantastic. Now, obviously, we don't notice it too much with my character because there's very few scenes where he's not wearing his helmet. But like when I interact with non-helmeted characters, it is absolutely brilliant. I love it. The one thing I am curious about: have they fixed the goddamn face masks or the half masks for the Sith purebloods? Because when you play a Sith pureblood, when you put on a certain type of mask, it will the chin spurs poke through the bottom of the mask. It's a little awkward. And I've always wondered, like, why haven't they fixed that issue? No, it's only a cosmetic thing, but like, it's annoying for someone who normally plays the pureblood races.
I'll say no.
Oh yeah, so back to the recap. Sorry, there's some elements that I forgot to cover. So part of the recap is, folks, we infiltrated the base down south, we destroyed some munitions, but we found a holo recording from Gearbox talking about Project B or Operation B. I can't remember the exact terminology he used, but there is a plan currently being set up. And as such, so we're now going back, which we did. That tool that we captured, this does confirm that his information is good. So we're going back to him now to be like, okay, we're going to help out your family, and so that way you can tell us more about what Gearbox. I don't know why I call him Matchbox.
You're going to like this.
What he's been saying, like. We're getting some critical successes. There we go. We're gonna move all the gifts down. A few things that we need to sell. Are they all back yet? Yep, they are.
I'll take care of it.
He's accessing grade 6. Accessing grade 6. Accessing
Of course.
grade 6. Okay, so we might have to... we're still a level away before we can actually make use of crafting next here.
Unclear.
Okay. We have to destroy 15 Ilgo forces, so we might as well. Nope. Yeah, they're attacking us. They are counting as Ilgo forces, apparently, though. Alright, we can speed things up a little bit if we switch him to damage. I think he's a ranged tank, yeah. Actually, well, let's see if he's a tank. Because if he's a tank, what I could do is send him to attack this central person. So let's see, how do you tank? Do you go into melee? Actually, him being a tank would mean that I don't have to spend as much money on repairs. So we're going to keep him as a tank for a bit.
Unclear.
Right, so he is a melee tank, but he initially draws them in. Alright. Actually, is the stuff down we're looking at. Okay, so it is all yellow tiered, and we are obviously going to try and craft it to be higher. I might try and see about unlocking the purple rarity before we reach level 10. So, send him in. Okay, no, never going. Oh, there we go. So he can do a mass pull. That is an interesting way of tanking. I don't see many mass pulling abilities. I love the fluidity of the quick draw. Okay, we have several melee fighters there, so we're just going to send him in. Let them come in. Then do the mass pull. Take care of the group, the mob. Wow, and then they grouped up again. Because like now my strategy is going to be send him in first, then AoE all the enemies that he pulls, then switch to single target abilities.
Republic forces, alert base and assume battle positions. Retarget the torture droids. Release the Killiks if you have to. We can take the enemy's very best.
You may talk, Dad, but you've never fought Havoc Squad.
I've won a dozen battles for the King himself. I can win against Republic dogs. For House Ugo! For the crown!
As you can probably tell, folks, I'm still a little snippy from whatever I had over the weekend. Knowing that, my antihistamines won't clear up. We have to destroy the torture droids.
Objective complete.
If it isn't my favorite strike team, tell me you found the Ulgo Pain Factory.
You're torturing Killiks. I didn't expect the smell, the sights. It's gruesome.
Don't empathize too much. The important thing is no more Killik frenzies. Of course, it'd be a shame to let all that tech go to waste. But Ulgo learned a few things about the bugs.
See, this is sort of what I mean. She is an employee, like, again, she is on Alderaan. She's from Alderaan, like, so this is like the Alderaan view of the Killiks. And she wants to just take all that
Killiks
information.
are living creatures. There's nothing to learn from this sort of brutality.
The Killiks are animals. Smart, but not that smart. I might be able to replicate the Ulgo experiments. Bring the Killiks onto our side. See if you can salvage the data and equipment.
Sorry, but I can't let someone else torture a sentient life form.
You don't think of anyone but yourself. Fine. You should get out of there. Meet me at the command post for a debrief.
Like, and then like, how quickly does she turn on you when you refuse the torture? Sorry, when you refuse the idea of torture towards the Killiks. Now again, we don't know how far back the humans colonize Alderaan, but like, yeah, it's wow.
The strike team destroyed the Ulgo facility. Killik attacks have fallen by 40% already.
It seems putting you in charge was the right decision after all.
Thank you, sir.
And this must be your strike team. Always a pleasure to see you.
Your science commander was planning to replicate Ulgo's experiments.
Is that so? We should discuss this later, Commander.
Yes, sir.
But then we strike at House Ulgo itself. Thanks to all of you.
I know we had our differences, but I'm willing to bury them. I've got battle plans to draw and a lot of stimcaf to drink.
Do whatever you want. Just keep me out of it.
Yeah? Get out of here, then. Hope the Killiks don't eat your brain.
And again, this is a different side of the whole thing. For example, the Empire actually... There's a whole storyline with the Imperial Agent. Now, again, folks, if you haven't watched my Imperial Agent video, you should, because, again, it goes more... We learn a lot more about the Helix, strangely enough, through the Empire. Because the Empire was open to creating negotiations. They even had arranged for some of their diplomats to become joiners, to act as basically emissaries and ambassadors. And then there's a whole storyline of like whether or not the Empire will fully see about doing an alliance with the Helix. But the fact is, the Empire is open to talking to the Helix, whereas the Republic and the humans of Alderaan are just they're just simple bugs. It is absolutely crazy. I think this deserves its own
Captain Cormac, I really don't believe I can make myself much clearer than...
Lieutenant, welcome back, sir. How did your mission go? You know, destroying that giant missile battery that threatened our house, sir?
Is everything alright, Cormac?
Oh, of course it is, Lieutenant. Especially knowing that you pulled off such a dangerous mission against Thule and the Imperials.
Yes. Allow me to extend the fondest gratitude of our noble House of Organa for your heroic assistance, Lieutenant. I am Palos Theseus Organa, first nephew to His Highness the Great Duke of Organa. It is an honor to make your acquaintance.
It's good to meet you too, sir.
Yes. Well, indeed. I am told that you have spent some time in the company of a prisoner detained herein, one Marcus Thule. This man is of no small consequence to our house, as you may well be aware. What is your interest in him?
Unfortunately, I can't discuss the details of my mission.
Surely you're joking. Lieutenant, I'm certain you would agree that my family has a right to know what transpires in our home. Marcus Thule is telling you secrets which I deeply suspect he would not do without promise of recompense.
As I said, I can't discuss mission details with you.
Your mistrust saddens me. Are we not allies? Can we not confide in one another? Well, I'm afraid that house business compels me elsewhere, so I must take my leave of you, Lieutenant. But let me make something clear. Marcus Thule attempted to murder the head of our house. He will not be pardoned for his crime.
Sorry about that. I tried to calm him down, but to Palos, you're just a stranger buddying up with the guy who tried to kill his family.
Palos has a right to seek justice for his family.
Yeah? I'd want to put Marcus down too if he came after my family like he did the old Duke. I've been watching Marcus since you left. I don't think he's made a sound or moved a centimeter. Still, I'm sure he's been looking forward to your next visit. I'll be out here if you need anything.
You've returned. I trust everything was as I described. I have now proven the accuracy of my knowledge, as well as my intentions. Before I share any more intelligence on Gearbox, you must rescue my wife and daughter.
I'll rescue your family. Where are they?
My wife and daughter can be found at our family manor. I'll provide you with the coordinates. They must not be recognized while traveling with you. You'll need to acquire disguises of some kind.
I'll see if Captain Cormac has anything I can use.
My family and I have a code word for situations such as this. Speaking it will prove that you're acting on my behalf. Tyrovan, remember the word well. I'll not have you harming Altana or Valen to gain their cooperation when you could simply speak a word.
Those are their names?
Correct. Altana is my wife, and Valen, my daughter. If you fail to deliver Altana and Valen to me alive and well, I will never tell you anything. Never. Now go. We will only speak further when I see my wife and daughter safely before me.
So I guess that's it then. Nothing for it but to rescue the wife and daughter, huh?
At this point, there's no other choice, Captain.
Well, probably worse things in the galaxy than rescuing noble ladies, even if they are Thules. I've got you some cloaks here, sir. To disguise the ladies, I mean. It's going to be tough getting to those ladies. There's bound to be loads of guards, Imperial and Thule, in every direction.
Thanks for the heads up, Captain.
Anytime. Good luck, Lieutenant.
Alright, so I think that our next destination is the Kamos territory, but I'm going to be, I might actually end up doing a special video, folks, to go with my Star Wars: The Old Republic videos, just talking about
paths
the
are currently
Kamos.
open for business.
No, it's not the Kamos territory. Actually, I don't think that's the Kamos territory. So we don't go as far north. Oh yeah, that's because this is the city. Yeah, I'm recognizing it now. So from here up to here, down here, and then here. That's the Empire route. Our route with, is more along these lines. So we do backtrack a little bit towards the end of the planetary arc.
Have a safe and pleasant stay.
I think now. I'm trying... Because there's the whole dealing with the Usurper King. What deals are going on in the market? Same stuff. There's the flash sale. Oh, it's a companion character. Not bad. $67% off. Now see, if only that was a schematic and not an actual usable thing. Like, what the hell? I hate the dyes in the cartel market. Absolutely hate them. Oh, see, now, here's a fun one. A melee droid. More of a fan. This one. Don't know why, but I just like them. And then there's this one. Oh, this one's giving me IG vibes. Okay, so here we go, and we do have planetary quest and a side quest for this area. Now, we were in the Alsakan Lowlands. I'm just going to leave this on the screen for a little bit, folks, just for the sake of labeling the previous video. Sorry, for labeling this video, because I always jump to the end to look at the map. So there we go. A nice detailed thing. And there we go. So, folks, this is the end of this video. I'm the Celtic Nerd, signing now. I'm going to grab a pint of water to sip at while I go when I get ready to talk about the Kilix in the very special bonus video for this week. I'm the Celtic Nerd, signing now. One name, one sky.